That's gonna require an adjustment because I'm upside down. Oh yeah. Alright, now starting off the sideways stories with Mask Man. Not starting it off strong, but that's alright. We will get there. We will get there. Alright. Come on. Okay, now hit what I want you to hit. Are you? No, you're hitting too. Okay. Come on. Get it. Hello? I'll be right back. That's perfect. That's a little bit too down. Oh, well, I'll just slide with it, lean with it, rock with it, and shock with it. Charles, quit being so loud, nigga. Oops. I gotta cut that out. Nah, that just be me. I don't care. It's not a racial thing for me, cuz it is either a friend thing or an ignorant fool thing. Never a black thing. Alright. Nope, I went too big for the robot century. Why are you restarting the game? Sideways Stories is not starting off hot, but we'll hit it though. that I can't get the paddle if it's upside down because I gotta click, 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 click. That's alright. Let's get back outside the car. Actually, real quick. E-brake too. Wait, why didn't I just... Can I bind my e-brake to my clutch since it doesn't work in Jeep? That's not half bad idea. Ah, too much sauce. Gee willikers. She's snapping. Flip and go. And forth, no. Hold up. Scheiße. Was ist Bulling? Scheiße, ja. Fuck me, man. The first lap I took in this, I had it. It just disappeared when I got on camera. I ain't no shook one. I get it. I ain't no shook one. I guess I am a shook one. Maybe it's because I'm laying down and you won't be able to see my face, but I'm wearing a mask, like who cares? And the pedals is all moving and stuff. This is whack. And now it's too high because I'm not laying down. God. Give me the adjustos. Get. That still feel. Right there, right there. Oh, that's loose as hell. That's why it keep popping down on me. Alright. What the hell? Oh, that's my hair. That's what the hell. I'm a fool. Sorry, tightening this screw. Okay. That was good. I don't know why I called it Sideways Stories, because, like, I ain't talking a lot, but I'm too busy getting it. I also got a lot on my mind, and a lot of stressful bullshit that nobody else got to deal with, you know? I was in my place to complain and put my problems in the world when everyone else got their own already, you know what I mean? So I put my problems on the pavement via tire. Like a box. Fuck me. Did something just happen? I hope that was just a weird sound. That was a super weird sound. That was almost on point. Almost. What am I doing now? Where am I going? Why am I here? I should have guessed that put me in the dirt. what way the wheel is orientated now. There's so many rotations. Damn, yeah. Do some cool shit, man. We did it in the grass, so it wasn't as cool, but this is a workout. I am sweating in my mask. I don't know why I shifted up to 5th for that. That one gave me the reverse entry. I failed the reverse entry. That was just bad for me. I should have put the second hand back on. I was doing fine with this first one. Alright. 8 laps of just pure shite? Damn. Won't hurt. That's a shit. Shit. Prime brake. God damn it. I'm sorry about the squeaking if y'all can hear that. That's probably terrible, but this rig is fucking terrible. I mean, the thing, the wheel and the pedals are on, not the wheels. So I mean, no, that's the gas pedal that's squeaky. So I guess it is. What the fuck are you doing, Viper? We just had few good laps, and then all of a sudden you act like you knew. You're not new. In fact, I broke you, so you're definitely not new. But you're acting more than hell. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That was great. That was funny for me. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but I thought it was hilarious. Alright, let's get it. Right, you know what? I come back to Viper later. Later on the Viper. Too much of the horses right now. Toma. Tomas. Well, actually, Robert, let's see if we can hit this with an adjustment. A slight adjustment. Right now. That should be good. Maybe, hopefully. Well, I guess the wheels lessen for him, but does that matter? Alright, so we are going to go to race settings, change car in the garage. Let's go something with not quite 243. Let's go 494. It is hotter than a motherfucker in here right now, especially with this light I got, so y'all can see me. No, we drifted. Alright, let's go. Fuck it. Let's go. Alright, she's definitely a lot less wily. Okay. That's controllable. It's green drifted. No, I guess not. Green can't drift. A nice little skid. Why does the pedals keep jigging? If these pedals keep slipping, I get really fucking mad. And I don't want to do that. No, I don't. But I will. I feel like I am a comedic character when I get into my, I don't call them personalities, I call them like characters I've created, you know? You know how a character becomes like a personality. They're not necessarily something you experience every day, not something that takes you over, but it's just like every once in a while you just pop off with the accent, doing some shit that character would do that you've created. I suppose man, it's crazy. Maybe I have split personality disorder. Maybe I'll turn into a fucking weirdo demon and start hunting people and shit. Alright. The salt. I have been salted. Because I am very salty. No, not my hazards. Interior. Why would you restart me? I was heating up my tires. I don't care if I was backwards, I was heating up my tires. Way out there. Alright, breathe. We must breathe and take a breath and calm down. Drop tires, but that's okay. This is the end of the track. Who cares? I do. It's me. I cares. That's a fuck up. So, anyway, sideways stories. What should this be about? Should this be about like my IRL drifting stories, or like stories that somebody came at me super sideways? Why can't it be both? This is just sideways stories. It doesn't matter what kind of sideways it is, as long as it's sideways. Boys in the day. Not the boys in the day part, that's just part of a song. But as long as it's sideways, it's a story for this part. Maybe I do have split personalities right now. Either way, my main personality is Driftus Christ. That's right, I said it, Driftus Christ. I am here to save the drifts and make sure they all go to drift heaven, even the poopy ones. But I'm not here to die about it now. Because I don't know about, between you and me, a Bible Jesus walking into that shit knowing he was gonna die. That was some stupid shit. He died on the cross. That shit. That nigga dumb. But the only reason people believe that is because someone took that book and put it in the non-fiction sections where someone was like, hey, don't be fucking crazy. What if I put this over here? Think people will believe it? There's nobody's like, dog, I don't know, maybe. And then people believe it. Not in such terms, because back then they would have crazy terms, not crazy terms, but more proper old English terms, If they even spoke that, they probably spoke Hebrew and shit. I don't know what the fuck they spoke. I don't even know if, I feel like for some reason, if nigga did exist, nigga existed closer to Pangea. Not closer to Pangea. If you know what Pangea is, it's like the continents. Well, they all fit together, and there's theory that at one point in time, all the continents were actually grouped together and they split apart and drifted across the oceans. So does that mean we're just floating islands? And if we make the shit too heavy, we could just... Maybe that's how Atlantis went. It just got too heavy and went... I don't know, though. I wouldn't dare. Maybe I was. I don't know. I got a whole lot of theories about death, reincarnation, and the universe in general. I got a lot of fucking theories in the beginning and the end. And all of them not only seem plausible, but likely too, which is, well, not all of them, some of them are a little far-fetched, but you can't be a conspiracy theorist or a theorist in general without the far-fetched ones. That would just be ludicrous. Like, why are you thinking outside the box about some shit if you can't think way the fuck outside the box? Like, the box ain't even there. It's just space. But in reality, the box is there. That's what deja vu could be. Is the box keeps expanding to the point where there's no more room for expansion. So it implodes, or, you know, whatever, decreation overwrites creation, decreating everything, just so creation will once again create itself. So, like, but then again, I got another theory about deja vu. Like, what if you and I, you know, you watching this, me playing this, at whatever time you're watching it, what if we are already dead, right? Now, hear me out. A lot of people say they experience a life flashing before the eyes type shit, right? Like, you see your entire life over again. But the reason that would be is due to the sudden release of DMT in the fatal moment, you know, the what you admit to dreaming. So what if, when you die, you release that DMT, right? Life flashes before your eyes, just for you to die again, releasing more DMT, infinitely sticking yourself in a loop, because the human brain cannot comprehend death. It can't. So would it not, in death, create an infinite loop for itself? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I feel alive right now, but I can feel that. But am I? Or is this like, am I watching the past right now? I don't know, man. Could be. Maybe. I feel conscious. I feel like my thoughts aren't already predestined, but sometimes I feel like they are, though. Like, I just can't avoid making a decision the way I make it, because it was inevitable. I've already made it once before. And before that, and before that. And I'm gonna keep infinitely making it, because the life I lived is the life I'll see. Repetitive. I don't know, man. Well, what if? Okay, so I got one about the Mandela effect, right? It goes into multiverse theory. So what I believe the Mandela effect is, right? So there's a theory where every thought you have, right? Every decision you come across creates another timeline in which you made that decision and then made that decision, and it keeps branching out, you know, from those decisions. And based off that, you know, you get to this certain point, right? But what if we create the separate reality where we made the other decision, right? And both realities are running congruent parallel, like alongside of each other, right? But both realities cannot exist. So somehow your mind, well, I don't know if your mind would cope with the best one, because there's some, like, it's the Berenstain Bears, like Stein. There ain't no Berenstain. That's incorrect. I don't know where it is right now, but I literally have a book that says Stein. I don't know where the fuck Stain came from. So, like, what if it's, we create the realities, you know, decisions, blah, 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 thoughts, yeah. And then eventually they have to merge back into the other reality, right? So what if a reality like the Mandela effect, what if that isn't people mass remembering things wrong, but what if that's just a mass conjoinment of the realities? And, you know, I'm from the reality where it's Stein, and you know, and this is the reality where it's staying. That shit is so insane to me, because that sounds like the likeliest possibility. Just because, dude, I swear to God, on everything, he said, Luke, I am your father. Charles, you are in my way, and I'm hitting you with the drifts right now, kid. But, like, I swear on everything, that's what I saw, right? Come to rewatch the movie, he said nothing like that. It was, I don't remember what it was, but it was not, Luke, I am your father. Why? That's what I remember. That's what I saw. But this reality doesn't have that. This reality didn't see that. So, what am I, what the fuck is, why is my, hello? Why is my e-brake stuck like that? What happened? Why is my e-brake stuck? Hello? Turn that shit off. Charles, you're in my way, dude. You're on the controller for the headset. Like, what's up, bro? Like, I am in the middle of streaming, homie. You know what that means, kitty? I'm on camera right now. I'm on camera, Charles. You bothering me, you taking up the people's time. See that camera right there? See that red light? I don't know if you see color, but you see that little... What? Oh, what the fuck happened to my e-brake? What the fuck? I didn't even... Oh, it was because you was on the controller. That's why. It was registering the controller. And you was sat up on it. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no real evidence supporting any of these theories. That's why, like I say, they are all theories. But the possibility, when you think about, you know, the possibilities of creation, of existence, whether it be evolution, whether it be God, whether it be we're Martians, and when we fucked up Mars like we're doing here, we sent one here, we sent one out into space, and, you know, because we, like, okay, so this might sound a little racist the way I'm going about this, but, you know, like, white people, we lack significant sunlight. That's in our pigment, right? So we're white. So Africans, they're extremely dark because they're exposed to long-term UV light, right? So what if the grays are actually still just us, but, you know, gravity, there is no gravity in space, right? And, you know, there's not a lot of sun in space, because unless you go towards the sun, you're going out towards, black, you know, trying to find another planet, right? So they elongated due to the lack of gravity, and due to lack of sun, they grayed, and due to, again, lack of light. You know how your pupils dilate, right? They get bigger in the dark because they're trying to catch more light, whereas in the light they get smaller. So what if grays, the aliens that we think are grays, right, that we think are aliens, they've just elongated, their pupils got black, and they got gray, and they are us, and we are scared of ourselves. The fuck is that? I mean, you know, and that's again, that's another theory. I have no proof we came from Mars. I have no evidence. There was a spaceship shot in either direction from Mars. But when you think of the likelihood of grays, that sounds like an extreme possibility. Like, they're just us exposed to space. Because even astronauts that go up on the space station, they experience like a I think it's either 3-inch addition, like not addition, but their spine like compresses less, or it's either 0.3 or 3. I don't remember, or something like that. But they actually elongate because they're no gravity. You know, leave them up there long enough, I bet they turn gray. I bet they elongate. I bet they look creepy like aliens. And like, we don't know because the languages spoke back then, right? It's that obviously they're not speaking English because they've been out there. Either they found the planet or they're still in space and they sent someone back on a, you know, they built some extraterrestrial looking craft, but it's just us. We some smart motherfuckers, you know. It's also a theory I have about that goes with Atlantis, other than the, you know, what if it got too heavy and just sunk. But like, what if, right? And hear me out. I think I hear something on my window, but let me finish it real quick. Hear me out. The motherfucking, what if they speak Atlantean? Because that's the original language. What if, and like, if we still had Atlanteans, we could speak with the Greys, but we don't, so we think they're speaking some foreign-ass language. And you know, all my theories kind of eventually run together and go into one. All the religions and shit, like Greek mythology, Nordic mythology, Egyptian shit, all that shit is the same story told with different names from different perspectives. Same story, deadass. Even the Holy Bible. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go peep, see if someone at the dodo. Still up right there in my drift space. I love you, bro. I really do, but you be like in my drift space, and I'm not trying to hit you with my arm, dude. Like, I'm really not trying to injure you, but I be drifting. I be swinging the wheel. Alright, what's up, everybody? Maskman back here on the stream. Well, that's eventually going to be a recorded video, but on the stream and the video, I mean, it's just gonna be like a archived stream, but it's gonna record and you can watch it later too. Charles, buddy, what's going on? Why you all up in my shit? Like, I gotta move over slightly because of the camera, right? Man, you know what you're doing, don't you? You know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You're smart, dog. You ain't dumb. You lived around English ever since you was a baby, so if you ain't picked up on some of the words by now, I would be severely disappointed. Just cause you a cat don't mean shit, nigga. You a cat, but you ain't dumb. No cats are. They just all act dumb. If you really pay attention to cats, they just act dumb. Like, unless it's a wild cat, if it's been around humans its entire life since it was a kitten, dead ass, that cat understands some English. Like, it don't speak it, but I understand the shit. I'm convinced they can. You know, they got a couple. It's not silver. They got meow. Think of how many words you can make out of meow. They have an R. At least my cat does. He has an R. He'll go brow. So he's got an R and an L with the M and the E and the O with the W. So like, why ain't you speaking English? You got a couple words in your vocabulary. You have to. Which is alright. I mean, they probably don't speak English because, like, they're like, you know, I could say some shit right now, but the government would probably cut me the fuck up and research me because all the other motherfuckers out here acting dumb. Real dumb. But, dude, animals aren't as dumb as we think they are, one. And two, they're a lot more conscious than we think they are. Because I be talking to Charles, right? And he be just... I said this one thing once. I said, nigga, stop suffering from instincts. And you should have seen how offended this dude was. He turned around, put his tail up as high as he could in the air, and sauntered out like, fuck you, nigga. I cannot believe you just said that shit to me. But it's like, nigga, I know you don't run by only instincts. You got feelings, you got thoughts, and they're not just like every other animal's thoughts. You have your own individual thoughts, your own personality, thus making you conscious. Like, animals are aware of not only us, but themselves and other animals around them. You ever seen an animal that isn't the same species taking care of another species, like, baby? Like, that shit, it's not written into them. What's written into them is to take care of their own fucking species. The ones they had, specifically, too. But sometimes animals go outside of themselves, out of their way, to protect some shit that isn't theirs. And, like, that shows consciousness to me. I don't know. And they have the ability to care and love for things other than their children and themselves. Like, you telling me that's not conscious? Now, I don't know to what level they are. I think if you, an animal with, like, you have no color to the iris whatsoever, you just got some black eyes, like, unless you came straight out of space, you might not have a soul if you got just straight black beady eyes and show no signs of intelligence whatsoever or personality. But like, if you got colors to your eyes, like cats and dogs both have colors in their irises, right? So what that tells me right there is there is something behind there. The way, you ever look at the way an animal looks at you, like a loved pet or like a stray animal? Like, you can see something there. It's not just a husk. It's not just a walking, mindless, instinct, driven thing. It is a consciousness that makes decisions and has feelings and has thoughts. And I don't know how they think, because me being an American, I can only really think in English. So I wouldn't necessarily understand the way they think, because it's probably not in English. I don't know, maybe Charles is, because I raised him from a baby, but he could deadass just have thoughts, like, in images, not even words, like. And it's crazy to me how many different ways people think. Some people think with images. Some people literally, when they think, they see in their head, like in an empty space, a word pass over, like. But other people, they think in images, and other people, they think in a voice, in a void, like. And some people, I swear to God, some people don't think at all. But that's besides the point, right? We're talking about consciousness, not lack of. Well, I mean, to discuss consciousness, we probably should discuss lack of. And I definitely believe that there are humans completely devoid of consciousness or awareness or, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like there are those individuals, like, they just, you can see that's a husk. It's not a person. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as to say it's a demon. I'm not, I don't know about all that. I don't necessarily trust the whole religion game. I mean, I do kind of trust native religion because, man, I believe in the Wendigo. Every folklore, not folklore, not nationality, but every culture, almost every culture has a tale of a tall, faceless man wearing some kind of like official type garb. Why does every culture have slender men dating back to 20 millennia ago? I don't know how long 20 millennia is, but like in the 1800s there's folklores of a tall faceless man who takes the children, in German folklore, in Irish folklore, in is it Scandinavian or is it Polish? I don't know, but like I've looked this stuff up. There is a ton of folklores from cultures that have, and I don't know about if you see him, he's taking you because I don't think that's how. Did my shit just? No. Anyway, I don't think that's how it worked. Like, cause I seen him two times. One time I was walking down this alleyway next to my house. And it's like some real dark. Now mind you, I do have a tendency to partake in, street medication, or, I mean, I don't want to call it drugs because, like, marijuana is a medication. Crystal meth is a medication, and if you're like, whoa, hold up, crystal meth is a medication? Shut up. If you got ADHD and you're on Adderall, you are on amphetamine salts, you are on crystal meth. Anyway, like, but the one in the alleyway, I was sober for. The one when I went to juvie, mind you, I'm 25 now, I'm an adult, and all that juvie shit's over with. But we'll worry about that when we worry about that, if I ever get enough viewers to worry about that. But so like the first time I was in this alleyway walking down by my house, right, and it's a series of 3 alleyways, and then you come up to a school at the end of the 3rd alleyway, right? I was coming from the school walking to my house, which is on the end of the 3rd one from the school. There's only 3 in a succession, but so I'm walking, and I get up to this first alleyway, and I'm just like, I see something on the other side, like across the street down the alley, right? And I'm looking at it, and I swear for a second, no, I'm tripping. It's a treat. It's gotta be a treat. I'm sober right now. What the fuck? But I took a step down that alleyway. I swear it was the most minute, like, I don't know what it did, but it moved in a way, and it wasn't like human like this thing was long, and it had skinny limbs, and it was humanoid, but it wasn't human, you know what I mean? And it was just one of the creepiest experiences of my life. Once I saw that minute movement, I knew, everything in my guts told me, don't walk down the alley, turn around and go around. So I turned around, just went around the block. It took like 5 minutes longer, but whatever. But the thing is, when I looked up the road to where I had seen it, right? Because I still got to cross the block it's on. I'm just down the block, right? When I had looked down there, I didn't see it. It wasn't there. That tree that I thought, there was no tree there. And then when I went to juvie, I think I was up for it might have been 4 or 5. And once you get to about day 2.5, day 3, you start to experience auditory and visual hallucinations. But I swear, like, I got in my cell and I was put in max cell for some reason. So what max cell in the juvenile where I'm at is it's just the cold side of the jail, and you don't get a roommate, right? So they had both bunk things in there, but there was only one mat, right? So I was in there, I was off, I've been up. I was just like chilling, because at that point when you're in there, you're just like, well, fuck, just wait to go to sleep and stay asleep until food, right? But anyway, I swear I was just sitting in there, trying to go to sleep, and I finally sit up against the wall and got a window up here, not like a big window, but it's like a window like that, but you're not fitting through it, and it's like bulletproofed and all that jazz, and it's got the bar in the middle of it. But I swear to God, I sat up against that wall, window behind me, and looked at my door, right? And the doors have windows because the guards got to check on you at night. It was 23-hour lockdown, unless you get to go to school or like get your levels up, which there was a leveling system, which in max you don't level, so you're just in your cell for 23 hours a day. And like I hadn't done anything wrong. It was just that was the only area available. So anyway, I'm sitting there back against the wall and I'm chilling, waiting to hear the guards coming around doing his rounds. And they're supposed to do it every hour. And I swear, for 2 hours, after I didn't hear the thuds for a while, I didn't have a book, I didn't have nothing to do, so I just started staring at the window, right? And I looked away for a brief moment at something, and it was nothing to look at, it was probably a drawing or a carving on the wall or some shit. But like I looked away and then I looked back and I just seen this motherfucking no face in the window, like half cocked sideways, like. And this guard didn't come for like 2-3 hours. Like I shit you not, I just stared at this thing, and it has no face, there's no eyes, there's no mouth, so I don't know, it's just in the window, like looking at me, but it can't, it has no face, it has no eyes, it has no mouth, no nose, it can't look. But I swear, the thing was eyeballing me, and then I don't think I ever seen it again. And no one believes me, because these stories are completely unbelievable. Like, if someone told me that shit, I would be like, dude, you're smoked, you need to go to bed, like, shut the fuck up. But like, what about the first time when I was sober? That was weird, man. And I think I even had a person with me when I was on the sober one that also had seen it, but I can't really recall. And even if I did have someone, I don't remember who it was, so I don't want to ask people, hey, yo, were you the person I saw Slenderman with? Like, that sounds stupid as fuck. People would be like, you're crazy, you're a weirdo, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But I can tell y'all, because it's the internet, and fuck it if you think I'm crazy. It might make more people want to view. But yeah, it was just some of the weirdest shit I experienced. And the other weirdest thing I experienced was another weird thing that I've experienced a lot of just abnormal, paranormal, like extra normal, but I don't know, man. But the other thing is, I was with a group of like 6 people, right? 6 people out here. We have this alleyway, or long alleyway, all, not really the entire length of the city, but a good portion of the city. You know, if you're walking it, it's going to take 45 minutes to an hour and a half, right? Just alleyway next to some trees, behind some houses. Some houses are fenced, some houses just, if you wanted to, you could walk in, which, you know, our group didn't, because we kind of like respect people and their privacy and their properties. But anyway, so we were all walking down this alleyway. We got to the end, right? I live kind of in the middle, and we got to the end off to the right, and a bunch of us, not every single one of us, but a bunch of us were smoking weed, right? I was part of the weed smoking party, and there were like 2 people that stayed sober. Didn't take a hit at all, right? So we're all walking back at the end of smoking, and we're just chatting, hooting nannying, you know, having a good time. And I snapped, like my head snapped, and I said, "Hey guys, did you all see that dog?" And right, everyone saw this dog. Every single person saw this dog, even the sober people. And I saw it, and immediately I knew it wasn't gonna stay there. It was gone. So immediately I seen it. We made eye contact after I asked them if they seen it, and it took off. And it took off after it for no reason. That's weird shit. Like, that dog could be rabid, that dog could hurt me, but something told me just follow that dog. And someone else saw me take off toward the dog, so they took off behind me because they were like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's a dog. You don't know that dog," right? And I swear to God, this dog runs. He's running, right? And there's a tree right here, right? And he's diagonal, right? He's going this way, and I'm coming this way up toward the tree. This motherfucking dog, right? It got out of view right behind the tree, right? And it's a dog. I know it's a dog. It's not a raccoon. It's not a squirrel. It's not none of that shit. This is a pit bull for sure. And I swear to God, it got behind that, and it didn't turn or nothing to go. Like, dogs can't really go up trees. It didn't turn. It didn't do nothing. It disappeared right when it got out of view, and we all searched for that dog for like an hour and a half, and none of us, it just disappeared into thin air. But we all saw it, all 6 of us, even the sober people. And it's like, where'd it go? It just literally disappeared into thin air. That's not a thing. That's not. So that's another strange experience, the paranormal, that I have, that I actually do have a witness on that one. I actually have 2 witnesses that I remember were there. One was the sober party, and one was I don't remember if my son's mother was sober or not, but you know, and they probably remember who else was there, because that was a pretty like, I want to say damning experience, but more like a, you know, that shit burns in your memory because it's so strange, it's so odd, that, you know, some shit you never experienced before, and you'll probably never experience again. Because, hello? I'm tripping in the bitch. Maybe I'm not. But if someone be out there, they ain't responding, so. Wait, what the fuck is that noise? I'm also very, very, like, deaf, if you couldn't tell by my volume, so every time I hear a noise, and I got someone who live here who got a TV going on out there, so sometimes I can't tell the difference between the TV outside my window or what the fuck? That looked weird on the camera. Anyway, I think I hear a skateboarder. Is that your breathing, bud? Alright. After the stories I told tonight, you're probably thinking, wow, this guy's a tripper, he's weird, he's tripping. No. I've done the drugs for so long, I can usually tell the difference between hallucinations and realities. Usually. There's some times where it's like, nope, but... I'm gonna take the headset off because it's like crinkling in my ear real quick, so pretty much I'll BRB. Charles, why are you up under me right now? What are you doing then? Maybe I'm crazy. Well, maybe I am. Jesus, wow. Nigga, alright. Sorry I pissed you off. I'll do it again. That's some Joyner lyrics. I hope I don't get copyright strike for some Joyner lyrics. At this point, I'm just promoting the nigga. I'm not stealing the nigga. I'm not beating the nigga. I'm not making money off the nigga. Promoting the nigga. They should be fine with that. And I didn't rap it in keys, so bless me now. I'll be right back. Smack off the crack. fuck was that noise? Alright, if someone's here, I'll have a message. If I'm going crazy, and that might be the case, I might be going crazy. Don't look at my book. Don't look. You're pirates. You're nasty, nasty pirates. Don't be looking at my boat on the cam, you nasty, nasty pirates. Yeah, oh no, I might be tripping because there was nothing outside. But the other person in my house, Christ, they scared the shit out of me. They almost got cut with the katanas. Sorry, I forgot the name of it real quick, but just peep these messages. Not shit. And the only two people that be outside my window is not. Oh no, dude. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ. One, here is said katana. Two, here is the $300 mistake I almost just made. We go pulling the controller out. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna get it in full cam though. This thing pretty. I'm gonna take off the headset right quick. It's still not in full cam though. I get this in full cam. That'd be the TV though. Alright. No. Alright, almost a $300 mistake now, mind you. That's over $20 sold for the $300 glass. Fuck that. But I'm not all out of stories. I'm not, I could talk, but like, gotta save it for some later content, right? And I'll probably revisit some of the stuff I said here tonight, but can't spill it all on one night. Tell them all the conspiracies so they can match them all up and know that they're all congruent. They're all occurring, have occurred, and will occur in the same timeline. All happening, all going on. I mean, I really don't know. Like I said, they're all theories, but it's a possibility that could every single one of them run congruent, like alongside or within ours. So, you never know. Pretty cool to think about. And I feel like not a lot of people really think about, where'd we come from, what are we, who are we, where are we, what's the deal, what's outside of us, what's inside of us, what's, in our vicinity, what's going on out there for real that they are not telling us. Because, there's a ton of shit they ain't telling us, and they do know a lot more than we do, but that's a conspiracy for another time. This has been Masked Man in the Sideways Stories. Have a good night, y'all. Much love. Much peace. Much respect. Out. As soon as I cut the stream. Which my PlayStation is lagging, so it might be a moment. I'll just put my face here looking all crazy.